to children out there and to people who are watching, Confucius said one time, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. So I want to stand here before you, and as I hold this award, I want to give love to my wife, and I want you to keep in your heart, just know that you can. Know that you can.
Every year for probably the past 10 years, I've worked out a mission statement for myself. And for the last few years, the mission statement has stayed the same, and it's been improve lives, right? So when I go into something, I'm looking for how the quality of this piece could potentially improve lives. But it's all along the way. It's when you make the movie and how you're interacting with people in the process. And the concept of improving lives runs through the center of everything I do. And then I realized that the way to improve lives is to continually improve yourself, right? So with that.
I want to tell a little story real quick, a quick story. I think it was 4 years ago, and it was back in Philadelphia, and it was after the last American Music Awards. 1988, we won an American Music Award, and we were so excited and hyped. We run home. Then everybody's at the airport to meet us, all the press and everything, and his pictures flashes and all that. We hop in the car, we go back to Jeff's house. His mom is cooking a big meal for us and everything, so we go in Jeff's house, we're excited, we sit down, we look at each other, we're like, we did it, man, we did it. Jeff's mom comes downstairs with $5 and a list, and she said, Jeffrey, I want you to go to the corner and get me some bread and some baking soda and see if they got them yams that come in the can. And we were like, Jeff said, but Mom, but she said, but nothing, boy, go get that stuff I asked you to get. And as we was walking up to the corner store, it grounded us. It shows us what's really important, and we want to dedicate this award to our parents at home right now. We want to thank you for making us what we are today. Thank you.
Love you, Mom.
Behaviors.
Okay. Please explain.
All right, so I turned 50 last year, so right.
And that was enough?
And I'm like, 50 years is enough? No, right, no. No, but I turned 50, and I realized that through my rise as a movie star, I sort of narrowed the things that I would allow myself to do. Mm-hmm. And it was interesting. I was talking about the genie on Aladdin and what I could relate to, and the genie wears shackles, right? So the genie is essentially a slave to his powers, yeah, right? And that's part of what I could relate to. It's like Will Smith became so popular as a movie star, and there were only certain behaviors that were acceptable from Will Smith.
Right.
So I sort of set myself free and allowed myself to be able to do all the things that I want to do. And for my 50th birthday, I decided I'm not going to be trapped by the persona that I've created anymore.
Quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened for the last 50 million years of history.
Us from grasping perspective, though.
Oh no, fear is everything. Yeah, like if there was one concept that I would suggest to people to take a daily confrontation with, is fear. The problem with fear is that it lies, right? So fear tells you, hey, if you say that to that girl, she's gonna know she has you, and she'll never really be attracted to you if she knows how much you attracted to her. Don't say that, no. How we get her is when she walks by, ignore her.
Right, it's
it's like,
pop it on your shoulder.
Fear tells you dumb shit like that, right? So, for me, the daily confrontation with fear has become a real practice. Fear, you realize that the point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear. It's bliss. It's bliss. And you're
not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period. It's that simple.
I know who I am, and I know what I believe.
I know who I am, I know what I believe.
That's all I need to know.
And that's all I need to know. So from there, you do what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I think what happens is we make the situation more complex than it has to be.
Because we're looking for complexity. There's got to be something complex to understand.
Always said that if you're going to be here, then there's a necessity to make a difference. She always instilled the responsibility, the spiritual responsibility that you have to make every group you come in contact with better.
I want to do good.
Yeah.
I want the world to be better because I was here. I want my life, I want my work, my family, I want it to mean something. And it's like, if you are not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. You know, like your life will become better by making other.
One summer, his dad tore down a brick wall on the front of his business and told 12-year-old Will and his 9-year-old brother to rebuild it, a job they said was impossible. It took them a year and a half, but they did it.
And he said, now don't you ever tell me it's something that you can't do. You don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. Yeah. And you do that every single day.
And soon you have a wall.
And soon you have a wall.
Is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. To have the level of success that I want to have, it's difficult to spread it out and do multiple things. It takes such a desperate, obsessive focus. You really got to focus on your craft.
I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. You know, while the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.